Hello everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of News Digital Marketing. Today I have with me three of my colleagues who has done a marketing research on various countries across the globe, like US and Singapore. And one of my colleagues, she has also done a research on HR. So first of all, I would like to ask Ms. Ayushi, what have you found out according to your research in the economy of the United States of America, according to digital marketing, in terms of digital marketing?
During my research, I analyzed various things. That economic conditions of USA are quite well. As for a new startup, it is quite well, and people can start up an organization in the field of digital marketing in USA very easily. But there are stringent rules in digital marketing which they have to follow. Like one of that is that digital marketing communications are intended for adults of legal purchase age. That is, the adults which are not of this age, they cannot use the digital platform either for doing e-commerce activities or anything else.
So how do you differentiate in terms of Indian perspective and the US perspective? What is the biggest differentiator?
I think there are not so many stringent rules in India as I see in USA. There are quite few laws in India for digital marketing. And starting a digital marketing firm in India is far easier than starting a digital marketing firm in USA.
So Ms. Ashi, you are done on HR, right?
Yeah.
So can you just throw us some light on what you found out according to your research? During your research, how you came across certain elements, or rather I should say some, how HR, digital marketing has been helpful to the HR industry.
Okay, so when I started my career, I used traditional methods for hiring purposes. But now when I started using digital platforms for the hiring purposes, I've known that they are very useful and they're very cost effective. They save a lot of my time. I've been using iWeb profiles that were created by Creative Neuron Singapore. They are basically online resumes that list all the information about the candidate, information like their achievements, their skills, their personal information, contact details, their qualifications, their experiences. So instead of carrying your paper resume to each and every place, you can just send a URL, and that would help the candidate in saving paper. It also saves a lot of paper, plus it helps the candidate also.
So the new sites like e-portal sites, these have been helpful in recruiting new resources for the companies.
Yeah,
right?
as the scope of HR has been growing all over the world, so we have created a unique job site, a job portal that would help people to search for digital marketing jobs only. That portal only has digital marketing jobs. So a person who is interested in digital marketing can go to that portal and search for those specific jobs he is interested in.
Okay.
Besides that, I've also used e-hiring methods such as phone and Skype. Like Skype is really useful.
Yeah.
If I want to take an interview of a person who is suppose in Maharashtra or in Pune, then it's very cost effective to take an interview in that way.
You don't have to use so much of the financial resources for doing that. And as for your part, Arushi, I guess you have done on Singapore, right, in marketing research. So can you just
Yes, I have also done a market research for the digital marketing industry for Singapore, and I came across various factors. Like first, I found that Singapore is a very good investor-friendly policy. It has very good policies, and it has very stable economic conditions and very stable orderly government. And I also came to know that government over there in Singapore has allocated around $1.5 billion to push e-services in Singapore, which is very effective. And they also invested $38 million to ensure a secure online environment. So, and also Singapore is on the 5th place on the list of least corrupted countries all over the world from the Corruption Perception Index 2012. And there are various political factors also which affect the digital marketing industry to invest in digital marketing in Singapore. There is country has the easiest conditions of doing the businesses in Singapore. So I think Singapore has a great opportunity to invest for digital marketing, and as the government is very helpful for the new investments and new FDIs in Singapore. So it was a good condition in Singapore.
So I'd like to ask the same question which I asked from Ayushi. I mean, on an overall view, how would you differentiate with India, in Indian context? What are the differentiating factors that policies, policies prevailing in Singapore and policies that are prevailing in India, are these different in terms for digital marketing?
Yes, they are absolutely different. In Singapore, there is an availability of prime locations. Prime location availability is very excellent, and the government is very stable, and infrastructure facilities are also excellent. And I think Singapore is the best climate for setting up digital marketing organization for any new organization to come up because also when I did the industry evaluation, I found that the buyer power in Singapore is very moderately high and the supplier power is relatively low. So, which I think will help several players to invest in digital marketing industry in Singapore.
But don't you think that India being the second largest population, English-speaking population, there will be an advantage to India in terms of digital marketing?
Yes, digital India is also.
I mean, is there a language? Does language play a part in digital marketing? That's my precise question that I want to ask. Language.
Akash, I would like to answer your question. I would like to say that digital marketing has a huge scope all across the globe. It's not that it has a greater scope in Singapore and in US rather than in
So
India.
you mean to say there is no language barrier?
No, there is no language barrier because on a social media platform you are able to connect to various people. Around 1 million of people you can connect to.
Yeah.
So there is no language barrier as such that will play a role in digital marketing.
And Rashi, according to you, I guess you said that it has become easier with internet being available and e-portals sites coming up. It's been easier for you to recruit people. So I guess it has become a very vital role for e-portal kind of thing. It has become a vital for HR executives to understand e-portal how it actually works out. So do you think it's really important according to you? I mean, you've done a research.
Understanding an e-portal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's important for an HR to know how to work on an e-portal because nowadays, as Ayushi said, that digital marketing has a wide scope across the globe.
Yeah.
So everywhere HRs would be using these methods. So it would definitely work HRs if they understand and use it.
With this conversation, we have come to know that digital marketing has evolved throughout the globe, and it was a very interesting session, I believe, and much of information was shared by my colleagues. Thank you for joining us.